Let's just get to the immediate ecosystem or ambience. Prashant, Kevin Walsh, big fall in gold, big fall in even the Magnificent Seven. Yeah. How is the setup?
Lata, this morning is going to be, I think, pretty consequential, not from an equity point of view, but gold and silver. Yeah. And I can't tell you how much interest and focus there is from people who are trading in this particular segment, right? So I just want to quickly put out, the way I see things this morning. Markets are trading, international markets are shut. So absolutely outright ugly price action in gold and silver, right? 27% sell-off in silver, gold down 10. And I think it's the largest, biggest sell-off, daily sell-off we've seen, I think, going back decades, right? It's a fatal mix of liquidation because, I mean, positioning has been so extended. Internally we were discussing it, and I actually 2 days back I said, you could get a 30% kind of a sell-off and people would not know what hit them. Because, I mean, it was just like going one way and perhaps it needed little. And that little turned out to be Trump's nominee, that is Kevin Walsh, for the Fed chair. We highlighted this quite extensively during the closing session on Friday in terms of what he wants to do, what he stands for, et cetera, which is the fact that he doesn't want to use the Fed balance sheet. He doesn't think the Fed should have a balance sheet. He wants lower rates, no doubt. But, I mean, the route he prefers is kind of seen as hawkish, right? So here, for viewers who are watching, what's going to happen this morning is that MCX, which is gold and silver trading on MCX, you just see the rupee equivalent of where we are on gold and silver, and because MCX closed and the correction happened on Friday night in COMEX, in the US market. So there is a very large adjustment, rupee wise, which has to happen this morning. So that's the thing. Now, one thing, right? There's widespread expectation. If you just look at, say, the futures on MCX, gold and silver, gold especially, it was trading at a 9% premium to spot prices. So people were building in an import duty hike, right? And that may still happen. But the point is the speech starts at 11. This may happen only whenever the FM decides to announce it, and maybe prices recover. But all of this liquidation will happen this morning because, and by the way, what I'm also given to understand is that MCX has raised margins from some 28% on Friday morning, and by close on Friday, they'd raised it to some 60% plus, 62, 63%. So suddenly what you need to bring to the table has also gone up. And that's the reason why I'm saying import duty, no import duty, and what happens later. But this morning, I think forced squaring, I think it'll be a bit of a painful session for those in the gold and silver market. I'll just quickly wrap out. S&P was down 1%. Dollar index was up 0.75%. I'll just give you one example. Dollar, by the way, made a very big move higher. And this is again going back to Walsh and what he wants to do, etc. So this one-way decline that we've been seeing in the dollar to 96 or so, I mean, it's kind of reversing, right? I think this is the biggest rally we've seen since July last year on the USD. And now I'll come to the, the global backdrop is also not that great, is all I'm saying, compared to where Wall Street left off on Friday. Now, last 7 budgets, and I put this data out earlier as well, Nifty is, it's been very volatile. 0.8% to 4.9%. So massive. And markets are expecting some kind of, we're all optimistic people. If you're an investor, you've got to be optimistic. There's no other way to do it. But keep expectations low because, as Lata has pointed out, the budget math is very, very tight. So there's little by way of leeway. And just the levels, right? Nifty broke above the channel, which is what we highlighted. 25,400, we broke above it, and then we closed and fell back within that channel by close. So we are essentially at a pivot kind of a level where we left off, 25,250, 25,300. So in that sense, it's a critical area. Nifty Bank is, again, at the 20-day moving average, which is 59,590. I think it's going to be kind of very, very stock specific. As I said, gold, silver, exchange stocks, this, that, the other, and of course, what is announced. So I guess the way to do it is to go in, watch what happens, and then take it slow. In that sense. Lata.
My fear is that for the MCX trader, you don't have a rupee index. Rupee is not trading. So I think that also with the dollar rising, even when dollar fell on Friday, we fell towards 92. So that will be a kind of trading with blindfold.
There is also one more thing. By this time, we are referring, Nigel, to the GIF Nifty, etc. There is no GIF Nifty in terms of the indications. So that's okay. That's okay.
But the playing point is, a bit blind.
That's the point. You're playing blind because international exchanges are closed, and that's what if they were open, even commodity markets were open, gold, silver, etc., you would get a skew. Whether you can hold on, take that pain for one more day and things will come back. But you don't have that queue in that sense.
Okay, I have a